was a really long search to find Brendan. I didn't really want to wake up in the morning and make this movie with anyone else up till when I met Brendan. When he left my office after our first meeting, I felt it. I was like, oh, this is exciting. To be honest, it wasn't because I was a scholar of his earlier work. I've been kind of amazed with all the love out there, and I recognize now that those films are really seminal films, the 90s work, the 90s chapter. And I'm happy for that, but it wasn't really in any way a calculation. It was really just finding the right actor at the right time for the job.
Oh man, I am so excited that Brendan Fraser is headlining a major film this December that has garnered such critical praise. I've always felt like Brendan Fraser had a rough go of it. He started out strong, George of the Jungle, then the film that has now a cult following, Encino Man, and then he hits it out of the park with the Mummy franchise, and you know, a few films after that, but nothing that drew major attention like the Mummy did. I had The Mummy on VHS, and I carried that film everywhere I went when I was a kid. It was my favorite movie when I was little, right next to The Wizard of Oz. I even had a great time with The Mummy Returns video game on PS2 back in the day. I even had a Rick O'Connell action figure. Brendan Fraser was just a great Indiana Jones type action hero who could also pull off comedic roles. Needless to say, I loved The Mummy.
Well. Let me guess. Spring cleaning.
Should I even love films like Bedazzled and Blast from the Past? Sure, they're a bit corny, but they're still quality. I mentioned Encino Man earlier. I mean, that film is pure gold, especially watching it in 2022. It's dumb for sure, but it's so entertaining in my opinion.
No, whizzing the juice. Wheeze the juice. No, whizzing the juice. No, whizzing the juice.
A lot of people have wondered what happened to Brendan's career, like myself, since he was a major Hollywood star in the late 90s and early 2000s. It seemed like he kind of fell off. Again, he was making films all the way through the 2010s. He did the Journey to the Center of the Earth movie, he did Extraordinary Measures with Harrison Ford, Steven Soderbergh's No Sudden Move, just to name a few. So what happened? Well, Brendan has said that the Mummy roles took a lot out of him physically. He needed a knee replacement surgery, a laminectomy, and a myriad of back surgeries from the stunt work he did on those movies. Then there were allegations that Brendan was sexually assaulted and subsequently blacklisted in Hollywood. Then his wife splits up with him. I mean, it's a tragic turn of events, and I hope these allegations are not true. But let's be honest, Hollywood is sleazy and dirty and is the farthest thing from a morally upstanding institution. If they are true, I sincerely hope that Brendan has got the help that he needs to move past it from the bottom of my heart. And I think he has, because he's getting back into acting in a serious way. I don't really think Brendan has received praise for a role since the Mummy franchise. It's not like the movies that he did after the Mummy were just terrible, but he never really got that kind of praise. And it's sad because he is a fine actor, and I'm extremely confident that Darren Aronofsky will prove that come December when his newest film, The Whale, opens in theaters. Now, Aronofsky is an amazing director. I'll watch anything that man makes. And with the praise of The Whale, Fraser is going on to act alongside Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro in a Scorsese film, Killers of the Flower Moon, which I also cannot wait to watch. I've always felt like there was a dramatic role that Brendan could nail. Think Robin Williams, God rest his soul, in films like Dead Poets Society or Good Will Hunting, a comedian that tackles a dramatic role and absolutely nails it. The roles that Williams played in these two films feel like they could not have been played by anyone else. Think Joaquin Phoenix in Joker. Director Todd Phillips explained that he developed the character with Phoenix in mind, and the film was all the better for it. Think about Heath Ledger as the Joker. The Nolans might not have written the role with Ledger in mind, but my God, his part made the film. No one thought he could pull it off, but then we all saw The Dark Knight and everyone was blown away. And so there's something to be said about roles that elevate an actor's career and even revive it in certain cases. John Travolta in Pulp Fiction is a great example. He needed that role. Mickey Rourke needed the role of Randy the Ram in The Wrestler, another Aronofsky picture. A fantastic one, I might add. If The Whale is anything like The Wrestler, it will be a very special and impactful film. Sometimes actors get typecast into specific roles, or they star in a role that's so successful that it's difficult for people to see them in anything else, especially in superhero movies, pre-MCU of course, like Bully Maguire. Although he's made some other decent films, Bully Maguire is and always will be Spider-Man in so many people's eyes. But all it takes is one phenomenal script and the right director for a tour de force of a performance. That's what I'm hoping with The Whale and Fraser, that it's a Mickey Rourke in the wrestler kind of role. There's not even a trailer out yet, but it premiered at the Venice Film Festival and Brendan received a 6-minute standing ovation. That makes me so happy to see a guy return to the career that he loves and show the world that he has not fallen off, that he's still a strong performer. I can't wait to see it, and I will most certainly review it when it premieres. So what do y'all think? Are you guys Brendan Fraser fans? Are you rooting for him? Are you Aronofsky fans? Are you excited about the role, or could you not care less? Regardless, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'd be more than appreciative if you did. Have a great day. I'll see y'all next week. Take care, everybody. Stay safe.